Hello and welcome to another episode of Blackboard Wednesday. I am your host, Jonah. This is where we talk about music theory, music ideas, concepts, and other music tutorials. In today's episode, we are going to be covering a second part of rhythm, which is quarter notes, half notes, whole notes, and dotted half notes. Last week, we went over basic time signatures, and now we're going to see how notes fall into place with that. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so we are going to start with 4/4 time just to keep it simple and basic for today's lesson. We're going to break down the different values of notes. So the first one we're going to start off with is a quarter note. And quarter notes are represented by the symbol of a colored in dot and a stem either going up or down depending on where it is in the staff. And in 4/4, a quarter note is going to equal one beat. So in one measure, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And each note gets exactly one beat. So the next one would be a half note. And the symbol for a half note is an open circle with the stem either going up or down, again, depending on where it is in the staff. And a half note equals 2 quarter notes, or in this case, 2 beats. So we would hold a note for 2 beats. So 1, 3, and so on. Or we count it 1, 2, 3, 4. You would just have to count the 2 and the 4 in your head as you're holding or playing. So we hold these down for 2 beats, and it equals 1 half note equals 2 quarter notes, as you can kind of see. I try to line them up. And the next note value is called a dotted half note, and it's just like a half note, except there's a little dot to the right of it. It's easy to miss, so be careful with that one. And what that one represents is 1 dotted half note equals 3 quarter notes, or it can equal 3 beats in this case. So in order to complete this measure, because it's only 3 beats, we have to add a quarter note to add the 4th beat. And so it's a full 4 beat measure. So we count this 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we hold down for 3 beats, and then we'd finish off with either a rest or in this case a quarter note to finish off the 4th beat and finish the measure off. And lastly, this is the whole note, and it's represented just by an open circle, and a whole note equals 4 quarter notes, or in this case of 4/4 time, 4 beats. So we would just hold it for the whole 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, off. So we would just play a note or a chord and hold it for the full 4 beats, or the full measure in this case. And yeah, so that kind of summarizes the basic notes. There's obviously more to come. There's 8th notes, 16th notes, 32nd notes, and there's also rests. And depending on the time signature, the note values don't change in comparison with themselves, but with the time signature, it could change how many beats and things there are. But I don't want to overcomplicate it. We're going to stick with 4/4 for now, and just kind of remember half note equals 2 quarter notes, dotted half note equals 3 quarter notes, and a whole note equals 4 quarter notes. So I hope you liked today's episode. If you have any questions, comments, or recommendations for future episodes, leave them in the comments below. If you like my content, and please hit the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you in the future.